So I pre-ordered the Apple Vision Pro, and the Meta Quest 3 had a lot to do with it. I purchased the Meta Quest 3 in November of 2023, and that was my very first experience with VR, mixed reality, or spatial computing, whatever you want to call it these days. And honestly, it was an eye-opening experience, no pun intended. Despite this device leaning very heavily towards gaming, I primarily use it in pass-through mode. I browse the web, consume media, really, I just use this as like a floating iPad that I can just use like while conducting other tasks around my house. I even made a video about how I use this to do other things like cooking. I have a video of me cooking with the Meta Quest 3. Granted, that video is a little bit satire, but honestly, I do see the vision. I really feel like VR headsets are a lot more than just gaming. And with Apple Vision Pro's announcements and what they plan on doing with their device, essentially they're saying that it's going to be used in a way that I already use this. It's not really a gaming system, it's more so a spatial computer. And quite frankly, that's how I want to use the Meta Quest 3. I've been absolutely enjoying my time with the Meta Quest 3, and I use it almost every day, but I can't help but wonder, what if like the pass-through was just a little bit more clear. I can navigate around my apartment just pretty easily, honestly, but there are some things where there's just like fine details where I just really can't like see exactly what I want to, like, say just like something I want to pick up on the table. Like I can't really make out which detail or which pen or wire is the right wire. Or if I want to check my phone, I usually just like lift the headphones up slightly just to be able to see the details on my phone. Also, the hand tracking, granted, yes, like the Apple Vision Pro, you can use your hands to control the device without having to use the controllers. These controllers, by the way, the controllers are amazing. I love the way these feel, but like I said, I use this primarily in pass-through mode and doing other things, so I use hand tracking quite a bit on this device. And I also wonder, what if the hand tracking was just a little bit better? I feel like the hand tracking is one generation away from being where it needs to be in order for you to want to keep this on for most of your day and consume media, doing other tasks. Kind of like how I'm using it now, but there's definitely some drawbacks, and I just wish it was just a little bit better. And honestly, that's what the Apple Vision Pro is promising. And had I not experienced this device, I wouldn't even know that this was even a possibility or even think about it. Because honestly, if you were to ask me a few months ago whether I was going to purchase the Apple Vision Pro, I would have been way more skeptical. I'd been like, yeah, probably not really. I'll just probably watch YouTube videos on it or something, because it's definitely an interesting piece of tech, but it wasn't something that I was even considering to buy. But once I got this device, it really brought me into the VR world, or spatial computing world, and now I'm looking forward to the future of these types of devices. And I am a firm believer that these devices will be a staple in our lives. Like, I can definitely see this being a lot more of a common thing that more people have, and I'm grateful that Apple is bringing this more to the limelight, and now more people will be interested in the VR space. And because of that, it'll bring more revenue into the VR space. There'll be more VR headsets, more VR accessories, and honestly, I'm so happy about that. I'm very excited to get my hands on the Apple Vision Pro, but because of the lack of information out there, like, there's quite a bit of questions that I have. First question being, the charging port appears to be like a proprietary connection that you would like almost like a MagSafe type thing, like the MacBook Pro has. With that being said, like, is there a way to connect the USB-C port? Are they gonna come with like a dongle that you can connect the USB-C to that MagSafe? And are you able to use like other external batteries with it? Because right now I have an external battery that I connect the Meta Quest 3 to, and I'm able to use the Meta Quest 3 pretty much all day, because I can just use alternating external batteries, and essentially it just becomes an all-day device at that point. Because normally, standalone, it has a battery life of about 2 hours and some change. And with the batteries, that just extends it for almost indefinitely, as long as you just charge while the other one is not in use. Due to the Apple Vision Pro having a proprietary connection, are you able to hot swap out batteries, or do you have to buy Apple Vision Pro batteries? Which, honestly, it seems a lot like Apple to do something like that. Another thing that comes to mind is the weight. From what I'm hearing from other people's experiences that have already been able to get their hands on the Apple Vision Pro, they're saying that it's quite a heavy device. And I really want to know, like, I know everybody's experience with things on their head can be quite different. You know, everybody has different, like, I guess, muscles in their neck, and just some people just aren't as comfortable with having a weight on their head, you know. And I've worn helmets, very heavy helmets, for quite a long time, so I don't know if that has helped me train my neck muscles or anything like that. But with the with the Meta Quest 3, I can wear this all day with very little, like, infringement in my comfort. I don't really have any problems. Like, I can put it on and honestly I forget it's even there. So I don't know if it's just because of, like, the weight distribution on the Apple Vision Pro that causes a strain, because I can't imagine it being that heavy. I know it's made out of metal and not as much plastics as the Meta Quest 3. For me personally, I'm gonna, like, hypothesize and think that this is not gonna be a problem for me, because I just feel like it's not gonna be that heavy. Really, that's just me being hopeful. Also, since the Apple Vision Pro won't be coming with controllers, I am wondering, like, how well does the Apple Vision Pro work in low light? So with the Meta Quest 3, when you are using the hand tracking mode, you need quite a bit of light in order for hand tracking to work correctly, because once there is a lack of light around you, then the hand tracking gets a little wonky. It might not know, like, what configuration your hand is in. Like, are you actually doing the tapping maneuver that you need to in order to click things? It doesn't always see that sometimes, and I get it. You know, you need light in order to see your hand. But with the Apple Vision Pro, I wonder how well it will work in low light, considering that is the only way to control the device. At least that's the only way that it's going to be able to control once you get it shipped. Because I know you can probably connect, like, the PS4 controller, like they had in the advertisements. But since it doesn't come with a PS4 controller, like, you know, it would be quite annoying if you really needed your space to be as bright as possible just to use the device. Like, say you're on a plane and you wanted to use it, and you're on a long plane, they turn off the lights, the windows are closed, it's very dark in the plane. Will I have to turn on my little personal light above my seat in order to use the device properly? Am I gonna have to wake up my little seat neighbors? I am honestly very stoked on getting my hands on the Apple Vision Pro, but getting it will be no small feat, as I currently live in Germany. So I had to ask one of my friends that lives in California to get it from the store. So I put his name as a person that's going to be receiving it from the store. Once he picks it up, he'll have to ship it to me internationally over here to Germany. And, you know, that's already on top of me having to sell one of my kidneys in order to even purchase this device, because the AppleCare alone cost almost as much as this whole entire standalone VR headset in itself, which is kind of mind-boggling, if you ask me. But I don't know, when I think of Apple, I think of, like, you know, they are the standard, you know. And I've never actually been, like, the first person or a person that gets a tech device like this, like, very first, cutting edge, be the first in line person to get it. Like, I've never actually done something like that before, so I'm actually very excited to see where this goes. I am for sure on the hype train for this Apple Vision Pro device, and I just can't wait to see where this takes spatial computing, VR, mixed reality technology, you know. Because now that Apple's in the game, I think more people, more companies, more developers will be able to have a chance to develop for the spatial computing space and take this technology that much farther forward. And the advancement of VR is I don't know, it's very exciting to me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now all we got to do is wait. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions about Apple Vision Pro or the Meta Quest 3. I'll do my best to answer those questions. Anything that you want to know about the Meta Quest 3, like I have it right here, so it's a little easier to answer those questions. But once the Apple Vision Pro comes in, I'll be sure to pump out a little bit more content to answer anything that you want to know, because I'm excited just like you are. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and even if you didn't enjoy this video, hit the like button anyways, because why not? Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see further videos, or if you just like hitting subscribe buttons, because you know it's actually kind of fun to do. Have you tried it? Just try it right now. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Just like. That's all for now. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.